What arbitrary rules were imposed on Shire inhabitants? Imagine coming home after a long journey and finding your peaceful neighborhood turned into a place of strict rules and heavy patrols. That's exactly what happened to the Hobbits during the Scouring of the Shire. After the dark forces were defeated, the Hobbits returned to find their beloved land under the control of ruffians led by Lotho Sackville-Baggins, who was backed by Saruman. Saruman, once a wise wizard, had turned into a tyrant and imposed many rules that seemed random and unfair. These rules weren't just about law and order but about control and suppression. One of the strangest restrictions was on simple pleasures like drinking beer. Hobbits loved to gather at the pub, but under the new regime, they were forbidden from enjoying their favorite drinks. This was part of a larger effort to make hobbits conform and suppress their natural joy. The laws kept multiplying, and many of them seemed petty but were meant to control every part of hobbit life. For example, hobbits were not allowed to keep certain animals or grow specific plants without permission. Even minor things like the size of a garden or the type of food they could sell were regulated. The regime also brought in many sheriffs, local law enforcers, who were hobbits themselves but now acted as soldiers of the new government. They patrolled the land constantly, watching for any signs of rebellion or dissent. This created an atmosphere of suspicion, where hobbits felt they could be watched at any moment. The peaceful, rural landscape was altered by the destruction of old trees and houses. Old mills were replaced with large mechanized ones, symbolizing the loss of the Shire's traditional, rural charm. Economically, the new rulers exploited the land's resources. They exported pipeweed and other goods, making money off hobbits' hard work. This economic control made hobbits feel like they had no say over their own land or resources. Resistance was crushed quickly, with only a few brave hobbits standing up against the tyranny. The lack of organized government meant that hobbits had little way to fight back legally or peacefully. All these rules and restrictions turned the Shire into something very different from the peaceful land hobbits loved. It became a place where fear and control replaced freedom and joy. The experience showed that even the most idyllic places can fall under the shadow of oppression if vigilance and courage are not maintained. The Hobbits' fight to reclaim their home reminds us that protecting freedom is a constant effort, even in the most peaceful of lands.